my name is Lance, and today I'm making my compare-contrast video, the video essay for movie and book The Hobbit. And my compare and contrast is more of a debate than like an actual normal essay. So it's going from my friend's points of view on it, and then also the conclusion and the entire thing towards the end, and I'll give out my points of views on it. So there you go.
And I personally like the book because of the fact that it basically lets you imagine what will happen, and it gives you more of like a wide imagination.
I think the movies are better because you get the talent of the actors and actual visuals instead of having to come up with them in your head. It's also less time that you have to spend, whereas it takes a month to read a book. It's only going to take 2.5 hours to watch a movie.
That is a good argument, but I feel like in the book you're able to go into more details, and like the details that you can go into is like things that you can't really see in the movie that they try to bring to life, but in reality it's like something that only the author can bring to life in his writing.
That makes sense, but I feel like the author wastes a lot of time on smaller details when he can put more effort into the characters, and that's why I prefer the movies, because the actors spend a year studying a certain character and becoming them.
Good point. But we would not have the movies if it wasn't for the books. I personally love how in the book Bilbo is like the epic hero, and he has to keep getting the dwarves out of trouble, and he's like, oh yeah, you guys think I'm worthless, but I'm gonna keep proving to you guys until you guys believe that I'm better and I'm like actually about it.
So you feel like the book gives more detail into his personality, whereas the movie kind of downplays him?
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I feel like the movie brought the concept of orcs, whereas it wasn't in the books, so you get more variety of different races, and you get more action from the movie than you do from the book.
I completely agree with that. What I did not like about the movie is how there was certain parts in the book that they just completely just cut out in the movie that I feel like would have been a great part in the book to show that Bilbo is actually like about saving them. Like a part in the book happened to be when they were captured by the elves, and Bilbo had to like save them by putting them in these barrels, and he literally rowed them out into like the sea or like the river so that they can be free. And like in the movie it was like, oh yeah, this Bilbo is like defenseless, and the dwarves are going to keep fighting until they finally get captured.
I think the cool thing about the movies is that you have 500 people working on it, so you get all these different concepts instead of just one author dumping his ideas on you. You get the director's ideas, you get the actor's impressions, you get, you know, the photog's shots and all that, so I feel like it brings more of a variety and more creativeness than as opposed to just one author.
I like that argument, but I would have to disagree, because as it is cool to see all of these like people acting and bringing this creation to life, you gotta also think about all like the money and dedication that they had to like spend on this, whereas the book wasn't that much money. It was like he typed it up, they printed it, made millions of copies, but they had to literally go to location after location after location and fly all of these characters out to each location, which is hundreds of millions of dollars out of what money?
Okay, so the conclusion of the debate, that was very debatable of which either the movie or the book was good. And both opinions, I can see both their argumentative statements for each point of view of the movie or book. In my personal opinion, I would say the movie was better, but it was because of the fact that the book took forever to get to its main point of where the storyline was going. So in this conclusion, I kind of agree with more the movie side than the book side. People who love the book, congratulations, good for you. I totally respect that, because usually the books are way more better than the movies, but in my personal view, the movie was a lot more engaging. So this is the conclusion of my video. So have a good day. Bye.